Hey, what's up, everybody? So, a couple days ago, I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw a few tweets that were saying Sony's ending the production of Blu ray discs. So, my initial thoughts were, is it finally happening? Is physical media finally going away? We expected it to happen, but is what we expected to happen finally happening right now? Sony was one of the biggest backers of Blu ray discs when it first came out. They put it in their PlayStation 3. I remember there was this big Blu-ray versus HD DVD um, competition going on. Sony backed Blu-ray, Xbox and Microsoft backed HD DVD. Of course, Blu-ray ended up winning out. So if Sony is in a way kind of stopping producing Blu-ray and giving up on physical media, then that could spell the sign of things to come, right? Not so fast. So I wanted to do some research in it. And what I found out was Sony is not stopping producing Blu-ray entirely. They are stopping producing blank Blu-ray discs. So the recordable Blu-ray disc that you could record your home video or whatever video that you that you want to produce, Sony's just stopping that, which in a way kind of makes sense. Because my computer doesn't have like a Blu-ray drive or DVD drive, and I know a lot of computers nowadays don't come with one. A lot of laptops probably don't come with one as well. Um, so in a way, it kind of does make sense that they want to stop producing it since not many people use it. In fact, the computer is almost fully digital nowadays. However, for the ones that are worried about like is physical media for their home console or the Blu-ray discs or etc., they're saying not yet. They said the good news is Blu-ray is not going away just yet, as you can see right here. Sony simply will not be manufacturing recordable discs for its home market anymore. A quick visit to Amazon shows a plethora of other manufacturers from which blank Blu-ray discs can be purchased, and film studios are still producing copies of new releases for how long it is anyone's guess. So, while this could mean the beginning of the end for physical media, it's not the end just yet. But as I was saying, it could be the beginning of the end. I remember when I was a kid, one thing was really popular. A lot of millennials did this, probably Gen Xers, maybe baby boomers, maybe some younger, some older Gen Zers did this. Is we used to have CD players, and we used to. One thing that was really popular is buying blank CDs, and it used to be a lot, like 50, I think, or something, maybe 100 blank CDs that you would buy, and we would go through it, and we would essentially create our own CDs. We would download we would download mute songs from various sites, and we would record it onto the blank CDs. And I remember correctly, they had this like code which was CDR, which was when it could be recorded on once, and I think RW, which can be recorded multiple times, which was really cool. So you could record over it, or it could be the other way around, but something like that. They had one where you could record it once, and another where you could record over the CD, which was awesome. I used to do that all the time. So of course, the ones where you could record over it was more expensive, but I used to do that all the time. But at the same time, when studios stopped, when the iPod came out, and when the phone started to be able to play MP3 files, that kind of CDs kind of died after that. Shortly after that, eventually various companies stopped producing rewritable CDs, and that spelled the beginning of the end of CDs. And eventually, not much people have CD players anymore, and not much people buy CDs. I believe they're still producing some CDs, but for the most part, not too much. So even though, as of right now, Blu-rays are still being made, you can still buy physical media. This could be like CDs, which is the beginning of the end of CDs, of Blu-rays and physical media. So I do know some people who kind of wonder, like, why do people love physical media? I'm like half and half. One thing I found out was that physical media gives me options. I didn't realize that at first because when I first bought my PS5, I wanted the digital one because that was $100 cheaper. But that was sold out. So I decided to get, you know what the heck? I could get the one with the Blu-ray drive, and I'm glad it did because I've found some good use for it. I'm buying both digital and disc video games. Plus, I also could play my Blu-ray discs on that. And I found out that physical media, which is kind of wild, oftentimes you can find cheaper than digital, which is nuts, and you could have it forever. Plus, the great thing with physical media is that they can't change it. Like, for example, Grand Theft Auto 3 on the PlayStation 2. I still have the physical version. This is the one that came out originally. Um, they have re-released this game many times, and they have changed the game many times, mainly to take out songs because the licensing agreement will run out. They can never change that for me. That's why people love physical media. They can never change this unless they come to my house and take this away from me physically. They can't actually take away what is on this disc right here. So yeah, that is why people like physical media. I mean, of course, as long as you have the device that can play the physical media, then physical media tends to be better. But I can understand the appeal for digital because that is also tends to be more. Digital tends to be more convenient. Like I like having physical media for my PlayStation, but for my Nintendo Switch, I tend to morely go digital because since I'm going to be taking this on the go, um, I could. It's just a lot more convenient than to take a bunch of cartridges, right? But that's just my opinion. Um, but even though as of right now, which is good, that Blu-ray disc and physical media is not going is here to stay for now. I unfortunately believe that this could be the beginning of the end. I just hope it's not anytime soon. And who knows? Maybe within the next couple of years, Blu-ray disc could start being on the rise, and maybe that could tell companies that we still want these physical copies, but until it starts going up, I see this continuing to happen, unfortunately. But yeah. So, what is your thoughts on this? Do you go physical or do you go digital? Are you sad that physical media might be dying soon? If you have any more thoughts or opinions on this, please comment below. And I hope you have a great day, great rest of your week. I'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye.